As always, it is so great to have you here, and I hope you're staying safe and healthy out there. Anyways, today we've got another exciting show as we're making a dish that's not only packed with a ton of flavors, but it's the kind of food that's going to make you feel like $1,000,000. We're talking a creamy garlic butter bean soup. Now the beauty of this recipe, besides the fact that it's easy to make and made with simple heart-healthy ingredients, is that it comes together in about 30 minutes, yet the flavors feel like they've been simmering for hours. Folks, serve this soup as a side dish next to some grilled fish, or even as a main course, as it certainly has enough protein. Either way, make sure to serve it next to a crunchy baguette to mop up all that goodness, and a bottle of Spanish red wine, more specifically from the region of Yecla, can have yourself a fabulous meal. Alright, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to drain 1 can of butter beans into a colander and rinse the beans under some water. Size of the can that I'm using is 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams. And I tell you, if you can't find canned butter beans in your area, no big deal, you can sub them for any other type of canned white bean. Then we'll add the beans into a tall plastic cylinder and add in half a cup of vegetable broth, which is 120 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here, or even beef broth if you like. Either way, link on how to make my homemade veggie broth in the description box below. And using a hand blender, we'll blend the ingredients until we end up with a beautiful creamy texture. You can also use a food processor here, stand-up blender, NutriBullet, or even add the beans into a large bowl, and using a potato masher or a large fork, mash on the beans until you end up with a creamy texture. For the next step, I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in a generous 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 35 milliliters. Important to use the good stuff here, as this is the base side of the dish and what truly flavors all the ingredients. Link where you can get the Spanish one I'm using from Biazzo in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to finely chop 1 medium-sized onion, roughly chop 6 large cloves of garlic, and finely chop 2 stalks of celery. Then we'll add in the chopped ingredients into the hot fry pan, and we'll mix them around. That way they're all coated in the olive oil. And as you know, I like to mix this around continuously. That way everything evenly sautés. After about 4 minutes, and the onion's nice and translucent, and the rest of the ingredients lightly sautéed, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, which is 1 gram, along with half a teaspoon of dried rosemary, which is half a gram, and half a teaspoon of dried thyme, which once again is half a gram. And we'll give it a quick mix. Then we'll add in 2 cups of vegetable broth, which is 480 milliliters. Once again, you can also use chicken broth here, or even beef broth if you like. Then we'll add in 1 bay leaf, turn it up to a high heat, and give it a gentle mix. While the broth is heating, I'm going to drain another can of butter beans into a colander and rinse the beans under some water. Once again, the size of the cans that I'm using are 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams each. Once the broth comes to a boil, we'll add in the drained butter beans, along with the butter beans that we blended earlier, and season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a gentle mix until it's well mixed together. And then we'll place a lid on the pan and lower the fire to a low-medium heat and simmer this for about 10 minutes. That way all the flavors can develop. After simmering the soup for about 10 minutes, we'll remove the lid, squeeze in 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice, which is 10 milliliters, and give it 1 final gentle mix. Then we'll remove the pan from the heat and transfer some of the soup into a shallow bowl. And garnish with some fresh parsley. Check it out, our creamy garlic butter bean soup is done. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in about 30 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Seriously folks, this is what honest home cooking is all about, as we grab such basic ingredients and we got such a beautiful looking dish. Moment of truth as always, here we go. Check that out. That is absolutely delicious. And you have that creaminess in there. And I tell you, it's a chilly day outside, so this truly hits the spot, as with that bite, it warms your soul and fills you with so much goodness. You saw this easy to make, heart healthy. Give it a try at home. Once again, it's a side dish next to some grilled fish, or even as a main course, as it certainly has enough protein. Either way, enjoy it next to a crunchy baguette to mop up all that goodness. And a bottle of Spanish red wine from the beautiful region of Yecla, gonna have yourself the best moment of your day. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Leslie Tyson, Jordan Force, and Kevin Moran. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.